Welcome to TDN Live Playoff Special. That's right, Nafflers, it's the playoffs. Time to get down to the nitty-gritty. See who the cream of the crop is here in the mighty NAFLA. First of all, allow me to say congratulations to the teams that made the playoffs, and to those of you who didn't make the playoffs, better luck next year, boys. Let's get into the matchup. Game number 1. Coastal NC Red Riders, the number 1 seed, going up against Colorado Heavy Metal, the number 8 seed. Currently, Heavy Metal is up 27. They had Thomas Jones going in that Thursday night game. Had a solid game, putting up 27 points. Biggest thing that gets me in this game right now, I see Tom Brady on the bench. I don't know why. It's the playoffs. John, he was the number 3 pick overall, buddy. This is why you drafted him. To win in the playoffs. To take your lead, your team, to the promised land. And he's on your bench. What's going on there, dude? Not liking that. Brett Favre's in there going up against Arizona. I think Adrian Peterson is going to be more of a factor in that game than Brett Favre. Looking at Red Rider, he's got Hines Ward going up against Oakland. Could be an interesting matchup. He's got a very strong defense, Red Riders. Charles Woodson leading the way. Past couple weeks has been a beast at the corner position. Looking at Heavy Metal, though, he's got some solid matchups, too. I like Kyle Orton versus KC. I think Denver's starting to turn it around, get back on the winning track. You also like Robert Meacham. He's proven that he's a touchdown threat in these past couple games going up against Washington. I look for him to do the same there. His defense, kind of shaky. He has a couple guys on that defense that have put up decent numbers. Randy Stark's one of those guys. I'm not really sure. You know, I think I'm going to take Heavy Metal here on an upset because Tom Brady is not in the lineup. What's up with that, dude? Heavy Metal with the upset. Winner of that game will go on to face the winner of Mean Green, the number 5 seed, going up against G-Men, the number 4 seed. Very tight game here. Mean Green's up 28 points. Got Aaron Schobel, had a great game Thursday night. A couple concerns on Mean Green's side. Peyton Manning versus Tennessee. Them Tennessee Titans are a very hot team right now. That should be a very, very interesting game. He's also got Ricky Williams going up against New England, although the Dolphins have proven to give New England some problems, and as we saw last week in the Saints game, the New England Patriots are very vulnerable against the run, but still, it's a division game, is a concern. No Deshaun Jackson today. He is out in today's game against Atlanta. So therefore, Kenny Britt, the hero from last week's game, Tennessee Titans, is going to step in there. Hopefully he can produce the way Jackson did. I like Brandon Marshall going up against KC. Think he's going to have a solid game. Looking at the defense, there's a guy on that defense. He's plugging in there, getting a start this week, in Brandon Flowers, who's averaged 23 points in his last 4 games. Cornerback. Looking at Brian Cushing going up against Jacksonville. They're going to run the ball. Over on the G-Men side, Phillip Rivers versus Cleveland Browns. Look, my only hope is that Cleveland allows San Diego to get up big to where they get to run the ball, goes in LT's hands for the whole second half of the game, and Rivers is maintained. It's a great matchup on that end. He's got an average defense, nothing really standing out on that side of the ball. Percy Harvin versus Arizona. I like Percy Harvin, potential offensive rookie of the year candidate. Steven Jackson is listed as questionable as of right now. St. Louis going up against the Bears. Bears proven they can't really stop anybody. But the bottom line in this, defense wins championships, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. And the Mean Green's got one hell of a defense. So I'm taking the Green Beaner to advance into the semifinal to take on the Colorado Heavy Metal. Next game, we got the Crush, the number 2 seed overall, going up against Danville Destroyers, the number 7 seed overall. Currently, the Crush is up 16. You have Byron Scott, the safety.
in the for Buffalo going in that Thursday night game. He put up 16. Decent performance, about average performance. Looking at the crush, I like D'Angelo Williams going up against Tampa Bay. I think he's going to be running all day. Colston versus Washington's an interesting matchup. The Saints prove they are for real, going up against them Pats last week and just kicking the living crap out of them. So I like Colston there. I think Brent Selleck and D-Mac. D-Mac is without Deshaun Jackson. Jason Avant is hurt. Kevin Curtis is out. It's going to boil down to Macklin and Selleck getting those touches, and we know that Philly likes to pass. So I think it's going to have to boil down to Brent Selleck and Donovan McNabb getting the job done in order for Philly to win that game. I like Justin Tuck going up against Dallas. It's a tough NFC East division game. I like that matchup. And Tyvon Branch, a very productive player going up against Pittsburgh. Over on the other side of the ball, the Destroyers, good defensive matchups. I like Barrett Ruud going up against Carolina. You know they're going to run the ball. Look for him to have a crap load of tackles. Jared Mayo going up against that Miami run first Wildcat offense. Look for him to get a lot of tackles. Also, Mario Williams going up against Jacksonville. They have a depleted offensive line. Look for him to maybe get a sack. Also, like Vernon Davis and Vincent Jackson going up against Cleveland. I think Vincent Jackson is poised to have a big day. A lot of good matchups on that Danville side. Makes me want to say that the Destroyers are going to upset the Crush. That's right, baby. Another upset. The number 7 team will upset the number 2 team and advance to play the winner of Kemper BTK, the number 3 seed going up against the number 6 seed Yad Dags. Looking at Kemper, he's got Aaron Rodgers Monday night going up against Baltimore. This is a very interesting matchup. Aaron Rodgers last year, towards the last few games of the season, fell apart. I'm interested to see if things have changed. Will he mature and be able to get over the hump this year, or will he fall back into that slump as he did last year that did not help Green Bay get into the playoffs? We will see. Very interesting matchup. I like Noshawn going up against KC. That's a good matchup. Reggie Wayne versus Tennessee. He's going to be matched up on Cortland Finnegan. That's going to be a very, very tight game. I mean, I hate to say it, but I can see the Colts getting upset there. Tennessee is very, very hot, playing good ball. Wes Welker, it's going to boil down him or Moss in this game. Who's going to get touches going up against Miami? I think they both can get an equal share. Looking at this right now, Kemper is already up 46 points on Yard Dogs. He had 31 points by Harris and 14 points by Pace. To the other side of the ball, Ricky's got Vince Young in there. He's been averaging 25 points a game since he's been in there. He's got a tough matchup going up against the Colts. I do like Maurice Jones-Drew going up against the Texans. I also like Randy Moss going up against Miami. Yard Dogs, their biggest Achilles heel is their defense. He's got a subpar defense, although they have been playing better for him these past couple weeks. Looking at this, though, I got to go with Kemper. He's the highest-scoring team in the league this year. He's already up 46. So I'm going to go with Kemper, BTK, to win this game. There you have it, folks. Playoff breakdown this week. Good luck to all teams. Tune in next week. I'll break down the semifinal games. You're watching TDN Live.